Hi guys, once again, my name is Miss Starr, and if you are watching this video, you either are one of my new students for fall 2020, or maybe you're a supportive parent. We're here in this video to talk about the remote learning expectations, and this can apply to all of your classes, I think. I think that there will be a few teachers that might have something slightly different, but overall, these expectations are pretty general and they are going to help us all be successful. So, to begin with, I want you to know that I am here, just like your other teachers and the administration and the student support staff. We are here to help you and guide you through this remote learning environment. It's not like the traditional school building where you're sitting in a chair and we can talk one on one, face to face. It's not traditional, but it can be close enough that just in the click of a button, you can email me or get in touch with me through a remote video learning link. So we're going to do everything we can to build on that and help each other, as I said in the introduction video about myself, build on relationships that we would otherwise have in a normal environment, right? So number two is that my classroom is based on the principle of being present, being passionate, and being positive. And with that, my goal is to build a relationship with you no matter what it takes. So I'm going to email you. I'm going to give you feedback in your assignments. I'm going to contact you. We're going to see each other in video chats. But we have also this idea of shared responsibilities. I cannot be the only one, and your parents cannot be the only one. We all have to be a part of that and create that circle of communication, right? So, but it also comes with understanding and flexibility. Everyone has their own individual lives, own things that they have going on, all of these different classes that I teach, all the courses that you're taking. So we have our own responsibilities, but we have to be understanding and flexible when it comes to that. In a remote learning world, there's no better way to be. Okay, the third thing is that with this new environment, we're going to expect new experiences, but at the same time, some stumbling blocks. That means that not everything is going to go right the first time. We're going to get together in a Google Meet. Your grid view is not going to work, or your doc isn't going to load, or somehow you haven't quite figured out Canvas, just like me, right? We're going to come across those glitches and we're going to make mistakes. I definitely will say that I'm the first to admit if you email me and you go, hey, Miss Starr, you gave me a 10 rather than 100 on this mistake. It was probably an oversight on my part. So let's have some understanding and some flexibility, right? Because that's just comes with the territory. So the next thing is that what can you do in my class and your other classes to be successful week to week? Well, to begin with, let's start each week by just checking in to Canvas. Those Mondays are your opportunity to look at the lesson plans, your Canvas, are there discussion boards? There's a variety of things that might be pushed out to you, and you can look at the week and be prepared for what's coming up. And that helps everybody. It helps you be more organized and it puts you in the mindset of this is Monday, but starting Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, I have classes. So I hope that makes sense to you, right? But with that, it means know your schedule. It may be like, what? But you're not going to believe this, but I have my own schedule printed out here where I say, hey, Miss Starr, duh, you have this on this day and that on that day during certain times. And I've given that to you as a link to a doc because it helps me know when I'm supposed to meet you for class or also a Google Meet. So know when your class meets, A day, B day, know the time of the day and whether they have a Google Meet and when assignments are due. That's really critical. If you're not a paper person like I am, start yourself a little video notebook. Okay, just keep track of it. The third thing is that this is for all students out there. I don't care if you're in my yearbook staff or my oral comm class, or is this a second semester and you're in the short story class, whatever it is. Every student has to still be responsible for his or her own attendance. So you go to Canvas, you log in, you make sure you click on your Rocket Time teacher's attendance. A2, B2, whatever that is, whoever your teacher is, sign in between 8 and 1:30 every day. That's really important, or we're going to have to start calling you. Okay. Speaking of assignments that you have to do, we all have these deadlines, right? I mean, this is an important life skill. I have my list, I know when it's due. We have to find ways to organize ourselves, and that means our homework, again, when our meetings are, what our other obligations are. Maybe we're working. I have a lot of students, like on my yearbook staff, they're older kids and they have jobs. So, what are your commitments in school and out of school, and how are you going to make those work? But when it comes to those deadlines, it is critical that you meet the deadlines. If this assignment is due Tuesday during A3, you get it done during the Tuesday A3 by the deadline time. Now, if you have a special circumstance, I'm definitely willing to be flexible and open my ears to what you need to talk about. But let's make that an incredibly special circumstance, right? So I'm here to listen, but we all need to work hard. So remember, for the next step, I'm here to build this relationship to you, but the way that we're going to do that is, again, that communication has to be a circle. So I'm going to assign homework or a discussion board or something, and you're going to write, and then I'm going to give you some feedback. Kind of depends, on how much or how little, or if I, post a little number or grade right on there. But I want that to be a feedback loop where we're talking together. So be sure you're checking your homework. If you have questions, email me and get that feedback in. The next step to be successful in your classes is clearly this semester is different than last spring. Wow. I mean, what can I say about that other than everybody knew that no matter what they did, they were going to get the grade that they had third quarter, right? Many students worked incredibly hard. Some people took advantage. However, this year, it's a completely new ball of wax. We are going to get graded on what we do and the effort we put forth. So check your grades. But we're all new to Canvas. There are going to be some mistakes. I'm not even 100% sure about how that's going to work. But there also may be some new protocols for you, at least for my class. When you get sent a document through Google Drive, for example, you are immediately going to be creating a copy and changing sharing settings. And there's going to be a whole set of protocols. You can read this and get the details, but we're definitely going to cover that in my class. And that is a mandatory requirement. The last thing is that you need to work hard. Your best efforts matter the most right now. I cannot be there, neither can your parents, babysitting you every step of the way. If you're watching this video, you are either a 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th grader, and I'm sure you're intelligent enough to understand that you are the key to your success. We can all be there to support you, but you've got to be a part of it. So with that, let's talk about what it means to have good rapport and success in our videos, right? That is so critical because I cannot walk over to your desk and say, hi, Jane. Hey, Felicia, tell me a little bit about what you think of this short story, or how are you doing on your yearbook page? We've got to do this remotely, and I'm going to take full advantage of that. So to begin with, before you even log in on time, make sure you've got everything ready. So you see here, I have notebooks off to the side. I have papers I might want to mention. Get those materials ready. Be prepared for class and open up the doc that we were working on. Unless you've submitted it, I want you to have that ready for a discussion. The second thing is join your meeting on time. So let's say you have that meeting that starts at 9:45. I am expecting you to be there at 9:45. This is a just in case, okay? Like just for example. The third thing is mute that microphone until I call on you. The fourth is there's a little chat option up in the corner. I want you to check in by greeting me and say, hi, Miss Starr. This is Felicia Jones, and I want to just say, I'm here today. That way I can take your attendance as well. You've got Rocket Time attendance, but I'm going to see whether you're joining in, which it's mandatory. The fifth thing, It might be strange to you, but here I am showing my face. Okay, it doesn't look so great, but whatever. I want you to show your face, not the icon. I don't want to see Superman. I don't want to see some stupid character from your favorite video game. I want to see you, and I don't want to see the ceiling, and I don't want to see a light, not your icon, all that stuff. So show your face. And that goes along with number 6. Let's stay engaged with what's going on. Even though you're silent, all the many, many Google Meet meetings that I've had with the administration, other teachers, whatever, if I'm not talking, I can wave, okay? Not when it's inappropriate, but I wave to say hello at the beginning of the meeting. I give a thumbs up if I agree with something, right? I can even give a thumbs down, or I can raise my hand or put a message in the chat box, but stay engaged. So you can nod your head like you actually see me, things like that. As I said, number 7, please use the chat to ask a question and then wait. I'll call on you. I'll say, Felicia, go ahead. And then you can share by unmuting your mic. Okay, so wait to unmute your mic. Number 9, again, look at that camera, not at your screen if you can help it, or down at your phone. So since I'm asking you to show your face, look at the camera. And finally, let's remember that this is a class, so show respect to both me and the other classmates, and we're all going to get along just great. So once again, those are the remote learning expectations for my course. They're going to help you in other classes. If you take a look at this document, there's also something here that's going to be helpful that we were going to discuss when it comes to modules in Canvas, which is one of the first things right off the bat we've got to get to learn. We'll talk about that on another video. Thanks again for joining me.